Hello, it's me again. So you guys know I really don't like the videoing, but I need to get better at it, so we're just going to practice until it gets good. But, I was talking to my girlfriend yesterday. We're having coffee at Starbucks. And, for most of you guys, like my girlfriends know I'm on this self-journey, discovery type of deal. And I've been always, lately praying, especially during COVID and everything that's going on, like, oh my God, times are getting bad. And I'm praying like, God, please don't leave me here. And my prayer got like cut short, like it was a wrap. Like he basically said, like, stop praying that I won't leave you here. And I was like, what? Shouldn't I be praying like, Lord, make sure, I want to go to heaven, take me to heaven. I don't want to be here. And he was like, I already paid for the ticket. I already paid for it. It's already yours. It's up to you whether you board or not. And I was like, whoa, wait a minute. What do you mean? So, then I started thinking like how, we go into the airport, right? And we have our bags and, we take what we want to take, right? And we know if you take a carry-on bag, they're always going to check it. There's guidelines in place for you to board the plane. And you're always trying to sneak something. Like me, I'm always trying to sneak my toothbrush, and I know that that's one of the guidelines. And it holds me up, right? It holds me up from getting in, and it holds me up, from being checked in and other people or whatever. And God was like, you are steady trying to take things with you that you know that are not in my guidelines. And I was like, wait a minute, I'm trying to pray right now. What's going on? But, I was like, oh my God. He was like, stop praying that, God, when you come, I'm going to, if I'm going to make it to heaven, if I'm going to leave you down here, I already paid for your ticket. Your ticket is paid. It's already written that the ticket is yours, but it's up to you to meet the guidelines. So all that little okey doke stuff that you doing, or maybe you thinking about, or maybe you can't get rid of, or maybe you don't want to check, the board is going to plane, right? The ticket, everything is paid. You're going to board, and you're not going to be able to enter the gate. And it's so something simple. And I was like, well, what does that mean? And he was like, it's just the simple stuff. Maybe you are a prayer. Maybe you're a faster. Maybe resisting temptation is not a big thing for you. Maybe it's easy. Maybe it's easy for you not to sin. I don't know. Maybe big stuff that you see that you need to stop, you stop. But, it's that okey doke stuff, like the stuff that that maybe God has already pointed out to you that you need to change and you haven't been changing. It's that stuff, right? It's the little stuff. It's not so much as the big stuff, because maybe you deal with big stuff better. Like with me, I deal with little stuff. It's harder for me to deal with little stuff. And so he was like, you're awake. I've awoken you. You're no longer blind. I've set things and guidelines in place for you, and you have a choice to follow or not. You have the choice to board or not. You have the choice to go to heaven or not. That choice is going to be yours, because I've already paid your ticket. So, it's funny because I had someone before, and I'm just going to, an example of someone that's always going to church, a woman that's always going to church, pray, every time it comes out of her mouth, she fine and blessed and highly favored or whatever, right? But she's always keeping her kids from seeing, their dad. The okey doke, like stuff that that you need to change, but you don't. And, keeping her kids from seeing her dad. Great father, awesome father, but she's so bitter because maybe he left her for somebody else, or maybe he just decided to leave her. And still, because he left her doesn't make him a bad father, right? But she decides to keep the kids from him. But you go to church every day, right? You read the Bible every day, right? You sing in the choir every day, right? But that right there, that okey doke, that toothbrush, at the gate will get you where you're not boarding, right? Because you're not only hurting, yourself, you're hurting the progress of your kids, right? You're keeping them from their father. He was okay, for you to lay with him. He was okay for you to marry him. But now, since he's not with you, he's not okay to be a father. Just the stuff that we could change. And I say me, because there's a lot of stuff that's little that God's like, this little toothbrush you trying to hide, or could be something else. This over here you're trying to hide. You're not boarding with that. So anyways, I hope